Mr. Speaker, sir, the China Aid project will improve the following roads in Vanua Levu. Part of the Nambuwalu Makule Road in Bua, Natewa West Coast in the Conrobe. Unfortunately, it doesn't go to my village. Nambalimbali Navivi and the Wara roads in the Conrobe. And the project is estimated to cost Fiji 300 million and will be the flagship project under the China's Belt and Road initiatives in Fiji. Vanua Levu is an area of 5,581.1 square kilometers, or 2,157.2 square miles, and a population of 135,965, as confirmed by the 2019-2020 National Household Income and Expenditure Survey report. The roads being upgraded are currently still unpaved gravel that connect rural village roads and need to be paved. Such road conditions increase traveling time, damage transported commodities and goods, are insufficient for current traffic loads, and restrict socio-economic development in general. Tabulated below villages, schools, and health facilities that will benefit from the 82-kilometer road upgrade. Nambuwalu Nasolo, 15 kilometers. Number of villages affected, 15. Number of schools of tertiary and of tertiary, 8. Number of health facilities, 3. Number of government facilities, 6. The Natewa West Coast Road, 32 kilometers, sir. 22 villages, 8 schools, 4 health facilities, 6 other government facilities. Nuele West, 61 kilometers, 18 schools, 5 health centers, 3 other government facilities. The project will fulfill our objectives to promote economic growth, foster fair distribution of development gains to the population, and improving social conditions, particularly in the rural areas. You know, Mr. Speaker, some remote, rural, and island communities in Fiji are relatively poor and isolated from economic opportunities and social services, particularly when rural access roads and jetties are in poor condition. Further, our country is prone to disruptive natural events such as tropical cyclones and resultant flooding. Fiji's topography has restricted the 11,000-kilometer road network to spine or circumferential main roads with feeder roads, leaving few route alternatives. In the main urban areas, lower-level municipal roads are neglected, rough, and sometimes impassable. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, transport infrastructure and services are key to promoting economic growth and social development. Further, rural industries such as sugarcane farming, forestry, and tourism rely on road access, for example, from plantations to processing plants and to our ports. This project will also facilitate better access to health facilities for those in districts of Waturoba, Korolau, Levu, Levu, Wuya, and Nambuwalu, with a population of approximately 10,000. The upgrade and sealing of these rural roads will also enable better access to banks and financial institutions to boost the culture of saving, as well as to micro and small businesses. Further, the provision of good quality roads would ensure better transportation and linkages of quality farm produce to markets, middlemen, traders, and processing plants for export purposes. Rural communities residing along the road being upgraded will also have better access to government services and offices In fact, there are 12 health facilities and 15 government stations along these roads currently. The current poor road conditions greatly affect operations for rural service providers. Poor road quality hinders access and is costly for those residing in the district of Nandi, Levu, and Buya. The project will complete a major link in the strategic network and provide a fast route for traffic around the island of Vanua. Mr. Speaker, as part of the project, a feasibility study was carried out earlier this year by a technical team from China. The team conducted a thorough investigation on road traffic and conditions. Ambassador Zhou Zhan and I visited the team during the study to discuss their preliminary findings, and I was pleased to host them at Ndagnamai, my village, for afternoon tea. The feasibility report is now being finalized and will be studied by the China International Development Corporation before work commences. This project prioritizes areas requiring upgrading, such as this portion of Vanua Levu previously overlooked. The project seamlessly continues the Fiji Road Upgrading Program, FRUP, which commenced soon after independence by the Alliance government. FRUP was continued by the SBT coalition government in the 1990s and the SDL government in the early 2006. This project connects the previous iterations of FRUP. In the past, the chiefs and leaders of the Konrobe politely deferred road development to areas facing greater challenges in other parts of Fiji. And I quote, "Meraluman de Rongore, tuam, toke muran de to." However, it's now time to address neglect and ensure we also improve road conditions. Previous Fiji road upgrading projects, FRUP 1, FRUP 2, and FRUP 3, saw upgrades of national highways on Vitilevu. These upgrades were based on the identified need and demand for transport and economic activities to be supported to benefit the large populations in those areas. This is also the case with this Vanua Levu road upgrading project. Mr. Speaker, future road upgrading plans will see round the island roads completed on the larger islands as infrastructure development projects flow to the remaining large islands and maritime provinces. Mr. Speaker, the project is expected to commence in 2025. It is anticipated to be completed within 24 to 36 months after completion of the necessary technical work. Mr. Speaker, I would like to express the government's appreciation to the people and the government of China for their continued assistance and support. I thank you, sir, for the opportunity to deliver this ministerial statement on the Vanua Levu Roads project. I thank the government of China for willing to come on board since we were isolated after the events of 1987, 2000, and 2006. They decided to stay with us, and we changed our policies. We introduced the Look North policy, and they have been there since. When others are saying there's a new Chinese influence coming into the region, when they're only filling a vacuum left when our traditional partners of the time turned away from us.